Hey guys, it's Lewis from Lou's Loops, and today I'm going to teach you how to make color changes. It's really useful for, the way I do it is really useful for making really intricate designs like this. You can do quick one stitch changes and whatnot. I use this to make really quick color changes like this. This is my pattern for Captain America. You can find this in the link below. I also use it for making some hats. And yeah, so with this technique you can, like I said, you can do one stitch changes really quick. You can make it so it doesn't bleed into the other rounds as much. Yeah. The one downfall, or the few downfalls to this technique, is that you can get winded up pretty much, like a lot, and it can get a little complicated, and the inside of your work can get kind of messy, as you can see. So you can only really use one side of your work. That's why it's really good for making amigurumi and things where you're not going to need both sides. You're only really going to need one side to it. Alright, so here I've made just a starter thing. I think it's just 18 stitches around. The first thing that's really important when you do this is you're going to want to know what you're going to do at least 2 stitches before you do it. And this is because you're going to need to hold the yarn in place, and you don't want to carry a bunch of yarn with you while you're doing it. The second thing is that you want to use the same kind of yarn. So this is the yarn I'm using today is Lion Brand's Vanna's Choice, and I've got a bunch of different colors in it. I like using hers because she's got a lot of different colors, and you want to use the same kind of yarn. So yeah. Okay, so here we're starting around, I think it's round, I don't know, 6 or something. And we're going to turn to gray in 2 stitches. So when we do that, so see, it's not carried around with it yet, but now we're going to start carrying it into the stitching. So we're going to do 2 stitches of just white. So 1, 2, okay, that's 2. Don't pull through the last one there. Now here's the piece. You want to pull it a little tighter so it turns into it. Okay, so when we change into the next stitch, we want to, so here's what we got. We want to flip it in like this. This will lock it into place, and we want to pull through on the neck on this stitch with the next color. This will make it so the top stitch is a different color, is the same color as the bottom. So like, and now we're gonna pull through on this one, and we're gonna change right back to white. So flip it under like that and pull it through. Okay, now we'll go a couple in. Okay, and once you have 2, once you've held it with 2, you can let it go. So here, see, it's just changed once. Okay, so now let's grab, I'm going to cut that piece. See, since you can do this, the way you can do this is you can just cut it. So you don't have to carry around a lot of different colors of yarn with you, and it uses very little yarn. So this is just like a little piece. Alright, so now we're going to go into the color pink, and we'll change it for a while in pink. So we want to do 2 stitches carrying the pink at least. We're going to do, okay, so we're going to do 3 stitches. So pull through. Now we're going to change to pink. Don't pull through with white, you want to pull through with the pink color. Flip it, flip it under it like that, pull through with the pink color, and we're going to do 2 stitches at least to hold it in. Alright, now we can just change over to pink, really easy like that. You don't have to make any knots or anything, you can just keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do one more thing. If you want to make just a little bit different color changes in your pattern, you can pull through with one color and continue on with a different. So I'll show you what I mean with that. If you want to do just the top of a stitch one color and the bottom of a stitch a different color, you can with this technique, and it just lets you do it. So if you're going to do, we're going to change to gray, but only for the top of it is going to be gray. So we're going to do 2 stitches of pink to hold in the gray. 2 stitches of pink. Okay, so now we're going to pull through the first one with pink, and the top is going to be gray. So we want to flip over, and then, so now we have just the pull through loop is gray, and then we want to pull through with the pink, and we'll do it again. So pull through with the gray for just the top loop, and pink for the bottom one, and then we'll just go ahead and change back into pink, and we'll do 2 stitches to hold that gray in. We'll cut that gray loose. Alright, so now we'll just do a round of pink all the way around to show you what that did and how it looks. We're just going to go all the way around with pink. Okay, so here we're coming into just where we did just the top 2 loops, gray. It's a little bit tighter when you do this technique, but it's really not bad at all. We'll keep going around. Okay, so see what we did was there's just barely any gray in there. Now if you just do total gray, the top loop right here is gray, and the bottom loop. So if we do the other way around, we can do just one little stitch gray and the top loop pink just in the middle of a round. We'll do 2 stitches to lock in the color. Okay, and we're going to pull through the first gray and the second back to pink, and just continue on. We'll do 2 stitches pink to lock it in, and here you can see it's just barely, just a splash of color of gray. It really is good for just making quick color changes. You can change into whatever color you want now. And the reason why you want to use the same type of yarn is because if I was to use a smaller yarn, like a just a small cotton, it's gonna look weird. It's gonna change the whole layout of the pattern. It's gonna be like a little bitty stitch, and the whole loop is gonna be a little bit smaller because of that. So that's why you want to use somewhat of the same colors when you do this. Okay, so as you can see, here's like a full piece of something I made. Again, you can find the pattern for this guy in the link below, and for the fox hat in the link below as well. Thanks for watching, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you really like it. Thanks for watching. Bye.